Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for, this is your December bonus reading. You have this new life card and this time for a nap card. I love this new life card. This lady is being lifted up on this pedestal here, Gemini. So a lot of you could feel like you're being lifted up at this time. And obviously that is a good thing. But you could be kind of like stepping into a new life. And, obviously that would be good. Like I said, I kind of feel like a lot of things are happening at once for you, is more the feeling I get. And, maybe this has been kind of like forming up over the past few months. And, what I mean by that is it's like, maybe you're getting like a new job and a relationship all at the same time. It kind of seems to me like a couple of things are coming together at once. And that's really just the feeling I get off of the reading. So, again, obviously that is a good thing. You start here with the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. So a lot of you could be working together with other people. Three of Pentacles to me is really about showing your skills. The people on this card are looking up to what he has created. And so a lot of you could be displaying your skills, or you could be using your skills to get more attention, or, you could just be displaying your skills finally. Maybe you've been working on something for a long time and you're finally showing it to the world. And the Three of Pentacles is just a great card for doing that. So I really like to see this for you. You have the Ten of Swords as your crossing energy. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you in a Celtic cross. The Ten of Swords can also represent a blessing in disguise. He's making this symbol right here with his hand, and it's the same symbol that the Hierophant is making there with his hand, and it represents a blessing. So some of you, I actually kind of feel this is like some sort of blessing in disguise, or, I think you're seeing how something that didn't work out in the past, because we have the Six of Swords in the past, and we'll talk about it, but, clearly you had to move away from something, and I feel that you are seeing how moving away from it was a blessing in disguise. In the area of your thoughts or what's on your mind, you have the Two of Cups. Some of you, I feel like, are like in a new connection, or are forming a new connection, or you're about to form a new connection. And I feel this will be very good. Two of Cups is a really great card of like a soulmate. And I see this going very well. So like I said, for those of you that want love, if you're meeting a new person, definitely very positive. I feel good about it is what I'm trying to say. And, this person could be different than your usual type. Again, these two are meant to look very different. Sometimes with the Two of Cups, we start with communication. This right here is the Staff of Hermes. And so the Staff of Hermes is Mercury, which could represent communication. So you could just start by communicating with a person, through, text messages or whatever you kids use nowadays. I have no clue. But, again, I think it could start as communication. The other thing about the Two of Cups, especially showing up in the area of what's on your mind, is that the Two of Cups can represent you and your higher self. So if you are having daydreams, dreams, if you feel like you're receiving messages, you probably are. And the Two of Cups says it would be a really good time to either, write those messages down, pay attention to those messages, or, if you are thinking about something and you have like a synchronicity or something, start moving towards it, because it probably is your higher self communicating with you, and I would pay attention to those messages. In the area of your foundation, you have the Hierophant. Really good card for the foundation. Again, this set of readings has been kind of weird because everyone has had like a really good foundational card. And the Hierophant is your belief system, and the Hierophant is also about initiation. He has these 3 stages to his crown and 3 stages to his staff here, and they represent initiation, apprenticeship, and mastery. So a lot of you, I with the Three of Pentacles as well, I really wonder if some of you have like mastered a craft, or, maybe you've graduated from school, or you've gotten some sort of certification recently, because again, it definitely gives me the vibes of mastering a craft, right? Or, being able to use your skills to make money, for example. So that's definitely popping into my head. Again, I think the Hierophant is just good for your belief system as well. And so showing up in a foundational position, it says that you're coming from, positive financial belief, or positive just mental beliefs in general. And like I said, I think this is a good thing. I also feel like you're finding more, there are 2 people on the card. So I feel like you are finding more people who align with your belief system, and which can lead to more support. And so I feel that you are feeling more supported. I feel a lot on that Hierophant, if you can't tell. In the area of your past, this is the energy of what you're moving past. You have this focus card and this enchanted card. So I feel for a lot of you, you are more focused. the Enchanted card makes a lot of sense for the time that we're in right now as well. There's kind of like what looks like a doorway with that moon in the middle of it. And by the way, I'm doing this video on the day of the new moon. So some of you, at this time, when you watch this video, you might, even though that's a full moon, doesn't matter. I still feel that you could be kind of feeling a little bit inspired to move on from something or to move through some sort of threshold or a doorway. And maybe not literally, but more figuratively with the Six of Swords. It's saying that you are, I think you're moving towards your inspirations, or you're moving on to calmer shores with the Six of Swords, which of course would be a good thing. I do feel like some of you have moved on from something already that like stabbed you in the back with the Ten of Swords. It doesn't have to be that dramatic with the Ten of Swords. It could just be something that didn't work out, or maybe it's like a job that wasn't working or a position. And I feel a lot of you are just kind of moving on to calmer shores. Next, in the area of the very near future, you have this Path to Knowledge card, which makes sense with the Hierophant. It says you're journeying into the realm of knowledge to assist in your personal growth. Again, Hierophant is a very good card for knowledge, wisdom, learning, education, things like that, teaching even. You have this Phoenix Rising. It says you've been through the fire and rising up anew and embracing life in a deeper way. I'm choking now. But, again, I think a lot of you are kind of like moving towards your purpose, maybe with the Two of Cups, or, your higher self is guiding you more towards your purpose. I think it's been a long period of learning, which I don't really think Gemini has a hard time with. So, I think this is a good thing, of course. You have the Two of Pentacles also showing up in the area of your very near future. And the Two of Pentacles is like spinning plates, being very busy. And I do see you being very busy. I don't really look at the Two of Pentacles as a bad card at all. But, sometimes it can say you're being too busy and you need to, work hard, play hard. But I actually feel pretty good about this. Like, I do think over the next few months you are going to be very busy. But I also feel that you're going to be getting the rewards for the hard work. So, again, I would say if you're feeling tired, of course, take a rest. If you feel like you need to do something fun, of course, do something fun. But overall, I feel pretty positive about this. I also feel that some of you could be receiving some sort of settlement as well. Two of Pentacles is a clue card to me. I have a couple of cards in the tarot that I call clue cards that are a clue for something else happening. It's not accurate tarot, but to me it is, but again, it's not like what the card means. But I do feel that for some of you where you could be getting like an insurance payout or a settlement or something like that. So if you're waiting for a settlement, there you go. Next, in your outcome position, you have this revisit card and this immerse card. This Mercury retrograde, I have never seen so many cards in all the readings that basically say revisit something or, go back over something. And I'm not telling you to go back to the past. That's not at all what I am saying. But you have this Phoenix Rising card, and then you have this revisit card and this immerse card. If there is something that you have wanted to accomplish, I feel like this is saying, that's what you should be revisiting, is an accomplishment, because you have the world coming up in the area of your future feelings, and the world is an accomplishment. So if there is a goal that you have not yet achieved that you really want to achieve, I think now could be a good time for you to kind of like breathe new life into it, or to reinvent it, or to rebirth it with that Phoenix Rising card as well. And, I think that's what these two cards are saying. The immerse card says, if you immerse yourself in the energy of the accomplishment, like what you want to accomplish, then you will have the accomplishment. I think the world pretty much says you will have the accomplishment. In the area of your next few months, you have the Knight of Swords. I feel pretty good about this as well, like just charging forward. Normally, I don't really like the Knight of Swords because he is stressing that horse out. That horse, he is like forcing it to run. But intuitively, I feel that you are just making a lot of progress. I think you're charging towards things. Again, like I said, with that Two of Pentacles, it seems to me like you have a lot going on, and you're probably just busy. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. And again, like I said, with the Knight of Swords, I feel like you're making a lot of progress, so it's not popping into my head as something that is bad. One thing I will say is, of course, Knight of Swords during retrogrades, I would no jumping to conclusions. The Knight of Swords is my card of jumping to conclusions, or really, it's my card of like a person rushing into your life telling you something that like isn't true. And then you freak out and you create a big scene and find out it's not true. So if anyone tells you anything that causes a reaction, like causes you to get all excited, then I would just like slow things down, and I would say I probably don't have all the information. I probably don't have all the facts. I just need to slow things down and get the facts. And it's not even that, I always say it's not even that the person that's telling you something is lying. It's just saying that they just don't have all the facts. So, again, this card always comes up during Mercury retrograde, especially especially, but we also have Mars retrograde, which is even, in some ways worse. And so I would just be careful of things that people are telling you over the next few months, because they might not have all the details. And I would just, again, it's not a bad thing. All you have to do is slow things down, get the facts, and then have your reaction after, right? Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Really good card for your closest relationships. This is all relationships in your life. And the Queen of Pentacles is a card of resources. So you could be feeling very supported, or you could be just feeling like people are really kind of on your side or on your team or supporting you at this time. And of course, that would be a good thing with the Queen of Pentacles. You're just feeling like people are kind of on your side. And really, that's a feeling I get from the Queen of Pentacles. I also feel like people are kind of like helping you focus. Notice how she's focusing on the pentacle. She's not worried about this rabbit that's right here. And the rabbit on the Queen of Pentacles can represent like fertility and abundance, but it can also represent fear and anxiety. And so I think people are kind of like helping you focus on the right things. And those are definitely the people I would spend more time with this Queen of Pentacles. Next, in the area of your future feelings, you have the World. Amazing. Like I said, I feel like you are feeling like people are kind of supporting you, number one. Number two, I feel like you are focusing on an accomplishment, and you could be having a great accomplishment with the World, which of course is a good thing. The World card, the trick with the World card is that she has two wands. One wand is kind of like the Magician's wand. The other wand is more like her creating with action. So she mixes two things together. She takes action on things, but she also uses law of attraction and, things like that, like her words to manifest what she's trying to manifest. But again, she also takes action on it. So I think mixing, action with law of attraction would be a good idea with the World card. I also feel that some of you are kind of like taking your place in the world here, Gemini. Like I said, it seems to me like multiple things are happening all at once, like things that you wanted, like love, business, career, maybe you're moving as well. Like I think there are some big life changes coming for you over the next couple of months. Kind of makes sense because you still have Jupiter in your sign. So, that Jupiter energy could definitely be having you expand out into the world, or you could just be expanding into the world in general. So love it. Looks really good. You also have this Four Swords. Four Swords, of course, is resting, relaxing, recovering, or healing. Four Swords can also represent blessings. There's a person who is being blessed in this stained glass window right here. He is hoping and praying for a blessing, but I kind of feel like with the World that you are manifesting some things that you've been hoping and praying for. And like I said, it's like, the best way I could put it into words here, this reading, is that things are coming together for you, Gemini, which of course is a good thing, not a bad thing. So let's see. With the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Very busy, like I said. I feel like you are very busy putting in the work, mastering your craft. It's funny that we said that on the Hierophant, because the Eight of Pentacles is the card of apprenticeship, and the Eight of Pentacles is the card of mastering a craft. And he is almost done. He only has one more pentacle right here to complete. So, this looks really good to me. I think sometimes with the Eight of Pentacles that we do need to pause and look at all the work that we've done and like put it into perspective. And we just need to see. We need to see it. We just need to like back up and be like, oh, I've done all this work. Because when we do that, it makes what we're about to do much easier. We can look at the things we've already done. And if we're about to try to accomplish something bigger with the World, we can say, oh, I've already done all this other stuff. So, this next step of my journey is going to be easy. Eight of Pentacles also material success on the horizon. So there definitely could be money. With the Two of Cups, you have the King of Swords. Some of you could be attracting a person who's older than you into your life. Could be another air sign, or it could be a person who has like a lot of air in their chart. With the World, you have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Capricorn showing up in this reading. So it could be one of those signs that you're attracting into your life. But, it kind of gives me the vibes of like a very mature person. Doesn't have to be a man either, whatever you're attracted to. But I do think you could be attracting like a more mature, kind of like well put together type of person with this King of Swords. On top of that, again, this could be you, because that Two of Cups could be you and your higher self. And the King of Swords definitely could be you, Gemini. So I think you're in this like very decisive, powerful position. With the Hierophant, you have the Three of Pentacles. Yes, I really think that you are attracting the right people into your life. Again, it's funny that I said that you could be teaching people as well. He is displaying his work right here. He is the one who's putting his work on display, and he's showing it to these two people here. So a lot of you, I don't know, there is definitely something about teaching popping into my head. I'm not saying you're going to become a teacher, but in the future, I think that you could be teaching people how to do what you do, or it could just be through being an example as well. It's like people could be using you as an example in the future, and obviously with the Three of Pentacles, this would benefit you. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of you, this could even be in work. It's like maybe your boss wants you to train people, or maybe your boss wants you to take a leadership position where you do train people, and looks really good. With the Six of Swords, you have the Chariot. The Chariot is a victory or a success, but with the Six of Swords, and also with that coming up in the past, I feel a lot of you are charging forward in a new direction. The Chariot, he is leaving that city behind him behind. So the whole entire reading is kind of, a big change reading. You even start with that new life card. And so you're clearly entering into a new life or starting something new. And, that's it. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles again, so very good for your resources. Again, I said something about a settlement with that Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles could be an increase in your resources. So obviously, if you get a settlement, that could be increasing your resources. This settlement could also just be the universe is kind of like paying you back for all your hard work, and so it might not be a settlement, right? It might be the settlement could be you getting a job that pays your worth, right? Where you get a job that actually supports you and increases your resources. It could be anything. It could be you starting a business that does the same thing. But I think you're really putting your skills on display with all of this, the Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and it's going to pay off big time. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is about walking away from things that no longer serve you. The other weird message I'm getting here, Gemini, is that I think some of you might be, like maybe you have a job that you just got and you might be walking away from it in the future. But if you are, I don't think this is true for all of you. It's just popping into my head for some of you that maybe you got a job, but I think that there's something else that could be coming in for you that you don't see yet. And again, it could be like a teaching position, not like literally a teacher in a school, although maybe for some of you it is. But it's something like that where you're going to be like showing people what to do. And I definitely feel that for sure. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is a victory or a big success. We see a lot of victory type energy going on in this reading. It's also the truth. I feel like you could be just, like I said, with that Hierophant, it seems to me like you're either attracting more people into your life who align with your belief system, or you're like finding people that align with your belief system, and that could be what's happening here. And again, there is a crown at the top of the sword, so just another symbol that says that you could really be taking the lead, or people could be really looking up to you right now, Gemini, in what you do, and that could also be helping you kind of like find the right people. With the World, you have the Judgment card. In the Major Arcana, we go from Judgment to the World, so just like the natural order of things. The Judgment card is waking up to your purpose, and I think I said something earlier about your purpose, and you kind of like putting your purpose on display. With the World, that would be you doing something in the world, and the Judgment card would say that you are kind of like living your purpose or answering your inner calling, and that's probably what you're doing here. With the Four of Swords, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Damn. This is definitely the best reading that I have done in this set of readings, so this is very positive. Your fortunes could be turning in your favor. You could also just be experiencing a turnaround, or, you could be experiencing a breakthrough. I don't really think it's a breakthrough, though. I think that, it could feel like a breakthrough, but I feel, again, this is like a couple of things happening at once, which is, what I said at the beginning of the reading. You have this organization card. Every single person has had this card. I kid you not. Clearly, Mercury retrograde. I would keep things organized. I would stay organized, and that's what I've said to everyone else. You have this exaltation card. I love this card. This card basically says that the universe is blessing you, which I kind of got that feeling on the Two of Pentacles. Again, talking about a settlement. And so if things have been out of balance, the universe could be bringing your life into balance, and you could be feeling more blessed, especially with that Four of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune at the end. You could feel like your fortunes are changing, which is a good thing. Next, you have this protection card. I feel like you are protected. Yeah, I think it's a good time kind of to take those risks where you put yourself out there. And so I think this is saying that you are protected if you are taking those risks, or, it's saying now would be a good time to take those risks. You have this idealism card. It says that things are never really ideal, but I think things are definitely more ideal in your life right now, Gemini. It's like, this is saying the energy is just really good for you to kind of do the things that you have wanted to do, and that's what I would do. And finally, you have this romance card. Yep, there's definitely some sort of romantic situation. Some of you might already have this. It could be with a fixed sign. This card is Venus and Taurus as well. So, it could be a Taurus, or it could be someone who has like Venus and Taurus coming in for you. But if you're looking for love, this is definitely a perfect match coming in for you. So, looks good. This whole entire reading looks amazing. I love it, Gemini. So, thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.